suspend council rule 21.
I'd like to call the Finance Committee meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Roll call, Mr. Van Truen.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Present.
Mr. Janik.
Here.
Mr. Dembitsky. Mr. Weinarski.
Here.
Mr. Nahorn.
Present.
Mr. Weinarski.
First motion I'd like to make is to excuse Mr. Dembinski. He has a letter on file. And Mr. Patek, I'm sorry.
Mr. Janik.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor to excuse Mr. Dembinski and Mr. Patek from tonight's meeting. Both have a letter on file. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. They will be excused. Mr. Weinarski.
Second motion is to suspend council rule requiring the presence of the auditor during a finance meeting.
Mr. Nahorn.
Second, please.
Motion and a second to excuse the auditor from the committee meeting tonight, or to suspend council rules that require the auditor to be present during the finance committee meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries 6-0. Two items on tonight's agenda. First item, A1848, resolution accepting amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing this necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor, and it is as an emergency. Mr. Mayor.
Spoke with the auditor and he asked me to speak on his behalf. These two items are correct. This is just something we do every year. It approves the bond issues and monies that the county collects on our behalf with our real estate taxes. The actual biggest news with this item is what you don't see. Last year there would have been 3 items here. Our police department bond is expired. We've actually paid for the building of our police department, so Amherst residents will see that small reduction in their taxes this year, and we've decided not to extend and go for renewal of that money. So again, what you don't see is actually good news. We've paid off that debt. The residents have. So I would suggest passing this as the auditor has asked.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Weinarski.
I'd make the motion to send this to the floor council.
They're asking for the emergency.
Yeah, with the emergency, or as written.
Mr. Janik.
Second.
Any further comments or questions on this? Seeing none, there's a motion to take A1848 to the floor council with the emergency. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries 6-0. Next item, A1849, accept grant from FEMA in the amount of $313,396 with a 5% match of $15,669 from local funds for the purchase of radios and radio equipment. Mr. Mayor.
Of course, as we know, technology is always changing, and this is a way that the fire department will be able to upgrade the radio equipment for a really small portion of the total amount it's going to take. So again, the auditor says those monies will be available, and I would suggest we pass this. Again, if possible, with the emergency and suspend rules, the fire chief has told me that these funds are available and ready to go, and we can buy these radios absolutely as soon as we can have this money available. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Janik.
I'd like to make the motion to take A1849 to the floor council with emergency.
Mr. Weinarski.
I'll second.
Any further comments or questions? Mr. Weinarski.
Real briefly, I just want to make sure I understand correctly. The fire department and police department do not use a professional grant writer. They write their own grant.
No, the fire department has, in recent history, started using a grant writer.
Oh, they
And
have?
the
Okay.
last 2 grants have come in on that, so her this company's fee, very small compared to what the success that we're seeing. So it's worked out very well.
Okay. Well, I
for
stand
us.
corrected. I was reading it, though. This is really
The
well written.
police department does do a lot of their own, but this one has been with a professional service,
Okay, well,
and it's well paid off.
it's done well. They've done well. So that's it. Just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Any further comment or questions on A 1849? Seeing none, all those in favor of taking this to the floor of council with the emergency signify by saying aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries 6-0. These are the only two items I have tonight. Mr. Wienarski.
Motion to adjourn.
Mr. Nahor.
Second, please.
Motion and second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, like sign. We stand adjourned at 7:06.
Gavel.